Hi everybody, my name's James. You're watching the Ugly Tourist Philippines channel. And if you're new here, I'm an American expat, married to a Filipina. We just had a new baby, and we talk about Philippine life. Life here in the Philippines. We talk about dating, we talk about age gap relationships, talk about travel and restaurants. Today we're going to be doing a little bit different. We're going to do a serious video. Usually we do them a little tongue-in-cheek. We do them with a little humor. But today we're starting out a new series, Expat Essentials. Once a week we're going to produce a video that probably hopefully can truly help you guys, especially if you're planning to live, retire, or live long-term in the Philippines. This series is not about entertainment. It's not about humor. It's not about commentary, opinion, or advice. This is pure nuts and bolts facts. How to do things legally, how to do things correctly, how to avoid mistakes that cost you time, cost you stress, and cost you money in the Philippines. We're calling this series Expat Essentials. Each episode will focus on a different topic that's essential to your success in the Philippines. Visas, immigration processes, housing, healthcare, travel, transportation. They're going to be broken down step by step using information straight from reputable sources and government agencies. These videos will be released every Saturday night. Each video will be cataloged in its own playlist, and each video will include chapters so you can quickly jump to the exact spot you want to go. You won't have to dig around to each video and through each video to get what you need. The goal of this series is simple: to give you practical step-by-step information from reputable sources and government agencies so you can live in the Philippines successfully, legally, confidently, and with not a lot of unnecessary stress. Let's get on with it. Okay, guys, I brought my notes. I don't want to give you any false information. I don't want to go off the top of my head. I want to tell you step by step on how to do it. That's how we're going to do this expat series, this Expat Essentials series. I'm going to tell you what's covered today. It's going to be the Philippine tourist visa, the ACR I-Card, NBI clearance, and the penalties you'll receive if you overstay. Everything here comes from the National Bureau of Immigration. Yep, from their website. So these are real government fees and government practices. What we are not covering today: SRRV, 13A marriage visa, balikbayan privileges, work or business visas, resident visas, and special temporary visas. We'll do those in a different video. This is strictly on the tourist visa, which is most of what you guys are going to do if you're from the US, UK, Australia, and Canada, and that's where most of my viewers are from. Now, if you're from a different country, you need to check the Philippines website and see if you are covered by this visa, the tourist visa. Your first 30 days. You're going to arrive at the airport. Make sure your passport has 6 months left on it. At least 6 months left on it. Make sure it has enough room for stamps. The immigration officer is going to ask you what you're doing here. You tell him whatever you're going to do here, and he'll stamp your passport. You have 30 days visa-free in the Philippines. When it gets close to the 30 days being up, if you're using a service, do it after 15 days. That way you'll get your passport and visa back. If you go to the Bureau of Immigration, allow yourself a week and go get your 29-day tourist waiver. 29-day tourist waiver. This is your first extension. This would take you from 30 days to 59 days. This will cost you 3,030 pesos. That's the total for the 29-day waiver. After 59 days, that's your 30-day visa free and your 29-day waiver, you're going to apply for a tourist visa extension. Now these are available in 1 and 2 months and sometimes 6 months, but I haven't seen anybody with a 6-month extension yet. But I'm sure if you comment down below, I'm sure there has been a bunch. Okay, but I haven't seen them yet, but they're available. The two common choices are a 1 month and a 2 month, and then like I say, a 6 month. If you're going to stay over 1 month more, you might as well, you've got to get the 2 month anyway. But the 2 month is only 500 pesos more than the 1 month. Here are the prices. For 1 month, 24.30, and for 2 months, 29.30. These are official prices from the National Bureau of Immigration. You'll also have to get an ACR, an Alien Certificate of Registration I-Card. This is serves as your identification. It's like a credit card. It's credit card sized or like a driver's license sized. If your stay is longer than 59 days, you have to get this. This is your official foreigner identification card. Here's the official fees. $50 USD, and I don't know why they do this, but it's $50 USD, and a 500 peso processing fee. So I don't know why they did it in American dollars, but they did. So that's what the official website says again. Now, this is going to bring you up to almost 6 months. Think almost 6 months. That'll bring you up to 4 months. But when you come up to 6 months, there's going to be a few extra fees. They're going to charge you for a CRTV, a Certificate of Residence for Temporary Visitor, and that's going to cost you 1,440 pesos on top of your regular tourist visa extension. So remember that and be ready for that when you come up on 6 months. If you haven't left the country and you want to leave the country after 6 months, you're going to have to get an NBI clearance. That's right, if you've stayed over 6 months and you haven't left the country yet. What this does, it checks if you've committed any crimes in the Philippines while you've been here. Now the fee's not much. It's 130 for the NBI clearance and 25 for an e-payment fee. If you leave the Philippines before 6 months, before 6 months is up, you won't have to get this clearance. And if you leave at any time before this, the visa, anytime you leave the Philippines, the visa process starts all over again. That is, if you haven't committed any crimes or anything. You go 30 days visa free, then you go 29-day visa waiver, and then you start on with your extensions. Express fees and processing times. All visas done at the Bureau of Immigration include an express fee. Used to be 500 pesos. As of July 1st, I believe it was. Now they're 1,000. If you go early, you can usually get your passport back the same day. But if you go in the afternoon, you probably can get it back the same day still. They're going to charge you that express fee. It's almost always at least the next day. So, I mean, you're going to, 90% of the time, you're going to get it that same day. And they actually have a cutoff time, so they try to finish them all in one day. Now, if you use a visa service, these are not fixers. They're reputable places. Some of them are in hotels. Some of them are travel agents. They're legitimate and reputable. You must leave your passport with them, though. If this makes you uncomfortable, go to the Bureau of Immigration and do it there. If you use a service, submit it 14 days ahead of time. Otherwise, they're going to charge you another express fee for them. So you'll be paying $2,000 for the express fee. At least that's the way mine works. Now, maybe yours doesn't work the same way. If your visa's already processing in the BI system, they will not charge overstay, so you don't need to worry about that, even if the expiration date passes while they're still working on it. Maximum tourist time. As a tourist, you can stay in the Philippines up to 3 years. Once you reach 3 years, you have to leave the country. You have to go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You're leaving. So you can leave for 24 hours and come back. Go to a different country for 24 hours, come back, and the process starts all over again. 30-day visa free, 29-day waiver, and then the 2-month extensions. Let's get to all you guys that want to break the law. Breaking the law. If you overstay even 1 day, the Bureau of Immigration starts applying penalties. Official overstay fine, 500 pesos per month. That doesn't seem like much. Plus 710 pesos immigration clearance certificate, 10 peso additional BI fee, and all missed visa extension fees. You must pay everything before immigration will let you leave the country. If you overstay more than 12 months, you may face deportation proceedings and possible blacklisting, meaning you'll never be able to come to the Philippines again. Now, I know I'm going to hear in the comments, well, I overstayed 13 months and they didn't deport me and all that, or my friend did, or someone I know did. I'm just going by the letter of the law here, what's coming directly from the BI website. So don't get excited. If you overstay at the airport, and then go to the airport, it's a mistake. They're allowed to charge you twice the express fees. So I'm telling you, if you do anything, if you don't eat that month, I'm not giving advice. You can do what you want, but it's imperative you pay your tourist visa fees. You got to do it, so just do it. Put that on the top of your list. These are the real, official government fees. This kicks off our first episode of Expat Essentials. And if you plan to stay in the Philippines long term, I hope it's the foundation you need, or I hope it helps. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give back. If you found this at all helpful, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted on all our new videos. We're posting one of these educational videos every week. As always, stay ugly, my friends.
Thank you for watching my video. This is your ugly tourista signing off. Stay ugly, my friends.